Original 3x3 Rubik's Cube brand, and as we see, it'll be mixed up. And today we'll be solving the Rubik's Cube. There'll be many algorithms. Sometimes you may use this to brag, for bragging rights, or to just learn it for fun. And today we'll be learning all the tips and tricks for solving the 3x3 Rubik's Cube. And this has been pretty mixed up, and I'll mix it more just for purposes in front of us. And I'm not memorizing these moves in any other way. Okay, so this is mixed. So let's start with the first step. Let's start with making the white face. So we'll find the white face, and we'll start with these edge pieces. Not the corner pieces, the edge. Look for any edge pieces that have white on it. So for this one, this has white on it, so we would look at this. This has white on it, this has white on it, and this also has white on it. We would take all of these up here. So first, let's look at one of the edge pieces. For example, let's look at this one. White and blue. White is at the bottom and blue is here. So we look for the blue centerpiece, which is right here. So we would take this piece, we would move this bottom portion, and move this blue area to this, also moving the white piece. Then once these are correspondingly arranged, then we would flip this entire thing. So we got one part of our cross, and we still have 3 more to go. Let's look at another one. This one. This is white and green. We'll worry about the switched orders, but for now, let's just look at the colors. White and green. This is green, so we would find the green centerpiece. The green centerpiece is right here, so we would move this piece all the way here. Don't worry about the switched pieces, we'll have an algorithm for it. Then we flip it. And you might have realized these two have been flipped. So to flip these without breaking this, we would move this, 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 and this. See, this has been flipped, and it's good. And this has not been broken, and this is fine as well. And we're one step closer to solving the white cross. Let's do this method. So we'll look for another edge piece. This edge piece is in the middle, so we want to move it down. Let's move it this way straight and move this out of the way so we can put this back up. And we have to get back to this. White is with orange, so you have to find the orange centerpiece. Since this is fine and this isn't switched, we just flip it back and this is back to normal. We just have one more cross piece to go and we're done. The cross piece is right here. We want it to the bottom. So we would take this down and move this to the side. What color is with this? Red. So we would move this to the red center and turn it around. But this is flipped, so we would do this algorithm. Turn to the right. Turn the top piece to the right. Turn this up and turn it back to normal. See, this is solved, this is solved, this is solved, and this is solved, and the white cross has been made. Step 2. Flip this entire thing around, and now let's concentrate on these corner pieces that have only white. So let's start with the easiest one. So let's start with this piece. And before we get to this part, let's practice some moves. One algorithm is this, 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 and this. This is one algorithm. And let's practice this for several minutes. Okay, we solved that. Now let's do this side. Okay, now that you practice this algorithm of moving this up, this way, down, and back. So we're just basically replacing the centerpiece. This has been moved. Let's look at this corner carefully. See, this has been moved. So using this algorithm will help us solve the cube. Now let's get back to step 2, solving the entire white face. So let's look at one of these corner pieces with white on it. One of them is this. Let's look at this one over here. Since we have to bring this here, the algorithm I just told you before will be applied into this situation. So move this up to the side, down, and right. Not solved yet. Up, there, down, side. And we keep on doing this. And see, it's been solved. And we do this for all of them. But see that it has to be matching the colors, so we can't move this like that. So let's look with one with the green and orange. And this one has green and orange, so we would move this out with the same algorithm and move this here. Now we would use the same algorithm to put this piece in here. And now this has been correspondingly correct with this and also matched with this and with this. Now we look at a corner piece here. This is red and green. And we have to find white. So let's look for a red and green centerpiece. This is red and green centerpiece along with white. So let's move this up to the corresponding corner. Then we use the algorithm again until this white piece goes to the bottom. And this part has been solved. And we keep on doing this until we get all the pieces solved. For example, if it's stuck here, we use the same algorithm. And it's been out. Then this is red and blue, so you'll take this to red and blue and use the algorithm again. And see, solved. Now we have to solve this last and final piece. And we don't have to worry about the color because this is the only last piece with white. So we would just solve. And this cube has been solved with the corners matching accordingly. Step 3. Now we'll be solving these pieces in the middle. So we solved the second layer. We solved the first layer now, but now we have to solve the second layer. So let's look at any edge pieces that are not white. But we solved all the white pieces, so mostly all of these would pretty much not be white. But let's also look for edge pieces that are not yellow. So this is not yellow, so we don't have to worry. Let's start solving this. So this is an edge piece. So it has green and red. Let's look at the concentrate at this piece. This is red, so we'll take this to a red centerpiece. What color is with this? Green. And green is to our right side. So we'll move this to the left. And like the algorithm I told you before, up to the left, down to the right. And it may be out, so as I told you before, the right algorithm, we'll use it with our left now. So we do this, this, and this. See, this red and green piece has been solved. This is yellow, so we move it. This is orange, so let's go to the orange centerpiece. Green is this way, so we move the green this way. We move this piece up, and we displace it into this. See, it's been solved. This has yellow. This has no yellow. Blue is this way, so we have to do it the opposite way. Since this is the opposite way, we have to solve it with our right hand. Then we turn this cube around and use it with our left. It's been solved. This is yellow, this is yellow, this is yellow. This has no yellow, so we'll be solving it. This is red, and this is the red side, so we have to do it this way. Do the algorithm and turn it around and use the algorithm on your left. And see, we solved all the two layers for the Rubik's Cube and the first face. Now we'll be starting to do step 4, which is solving the white side. So first, we must solve the yellow cross. And as you see, there's already a line here. But now we must make it all align. So to make the yellow cross, first we have to move this down. We have to move this piece down. Then we use the same 4 algorithms. Up, down, and we have to move this back up so this green and white is matching. And see, we made the yellow cross. Now that we made the yellow cross, we have to match these faces with this. So let's match this with that. And we have to get at least 2 matching pairs. These 2 match. Let's see if there's any other pairs that match next to each other. None of these are matching. It's either across from each other. So just start from any area. But if 2 of your sides are good, then just hold on for a minute. But if it's across from each other, then use this formula. You can start from any side, green or this. I'm just going to start from here and use this algorithm. This, down, down. Pay attention to this white piece or these 2 blue pieces. We're moving it back, and we'll turn this up, move this back, and there, boom. Now let's match the pairs up again. So see, now these two pairs will be matching. Now this will help us solve these two faces and switch these two. So let's use the same parity or algorithm. Let's turn this up, that way, down. Pay attention to these two. Moving it there, and we're bringing this back up, fixing it. And the red will match it with this, and this faces have been solved. Now let's start solving these corners. So these corners are not matching, but this corner is matching. So keep it to your bottom right hand corner. Then use this algorithm. Okay, so do this. So be doing this, this, and this. This, and this. This keeps this, and this, it switches the combinations and the sides of these colors. So you'll be solving it. So this, and this, and this. This has been solved, this. But usually sometimes it'll all be solved. The colors on the corners will be matching with this, but you would have to flip it around and solve it. So let me mix it up again to show you what I mean. Okay, so now that we mixed it up, I'll be solving it and I'll be making it go a little fast, so try to keep up. Okay, now that I solved the white cross, I'll be turning it around and solving the corners. I solved one corner. Now I'll be going to the next corner. I solved the other corner. Now this is red and green. So I'll be taking to red and green and solving it. This is green and orange, so I'll be taking to green and orange and solving it. So I solved the first face. Now I have to solve the second layer. So I'll be taking that there. I solved one. Solved another one. Solved one more. And I just have one more to go. Oh, this is not yellow, so I'll be taking this. This is red. I'll be taking it that way, this way. And the white cross has apparently been solved, so I'll be solving these faces. And these two faces match, so I just turn it. This one of the solved faces this way, and one of the solved faces this way. Then I use this algorithm. And pay attention to these pieces. And these faces will all be solved. Now I'll be solving these corners. And see, all these corners are not matched yet, so I'll be doing the algorithm. This is still good. This is not matched. This and this have not been matched. So we continue. This has been good. This is good, and this is good. So now these corners haven't been solved, like I told you in the scenario before. These have been accordingly matched, but they're not solved to their proper form. Now we flip it to the right side, and we use the algorithm I taught you before, this algorithm, until the yellow comes down. Then don't turn around the whole cube, only tilt the bottom, until you get a piece that the yellow hasn't been at the bottom. So then we use those same 4 moves. And this Rubiks Cube has been solved. Thank you guys. If you like this video, like, share, and subscribe to interesting stories.